ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय। हर नमः पार्वतीपतये हर हर महादेव शंभो शंकर। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Yesterday, our Pujya Mukhya Swamiji inaugurated this wonderful Jnana Yajna on Vivekachudamani text. Yesterday, we have seen what is the meaning of Vivekachudamani. This Vivekachudamani is written by Pujya Aadi Shankaracharya, who is the incarnation of Lord Shivji. Today, we are going to see what is the meaning and what is the definition of Prakarana Grantha and what are the topics covered in Shastra Grantha, because these are the two important main categories of text granthas. One is Shastra Grantha, another one is Prakarana Grantha. So this Vivekachudamani is considered as Prakarana Grantha. Prakarana Grantha means the text of category. We can call it as topical text. Shastraika Desha Sambadham Shastra Karyantare Sthitam. Here Shastraika Desha Sambadham Shastra Karyantare Sthitam means one or more than one topics from the Shastra will be taken and explained in the Prakarana Grantha. And what are the technical terms used in the scriptures for easy understanding of the beginners? Those technical terms also expounded in Prakarana Granthas. So complete definition of Prakarana Grantha, you can note it. Shastraika Desha Sambadham Shastra Karyantare Sthitam Ahur Prakaranam Nama. Ahuhu means it is said, it is called Ahuhu. Ahur Prakaranam Nama, it is called Prakarana. Some places it is called Prakriya Grantha also. Ahur Prakaranam Nama Grantha Veda vipaschitaha. Those who know about the difference between Shastra Grantha and Prakarana Grantha, those who are Pandits, great Mahatmas, they expounded. This is called Prakarana Grantha. Shastraikadesha Sambandham Shastra Karyantare Sthita. So, even though this Vivekachudamani is called Prakarana Grantha, but what are the topics dealt in Shastra Grantha? Almost all those topics also covered in this Vivekachudamani. Now we are going to know what are the topics generally expounded in the Shastra Grantha scripture. So here one more point we have to understand. Prakarana Grantha is independent text. It is not the part of Vedas. It is not part of the Upanishads. Great Mahatmas, they have written these Prakarana Granthas. Atmabodha, Tattvabodha, even Panchadashi written by Vidyaranya Swamiji. So these Prakarana Granthas are very helpful for all seekers to understand the import and inner meanings of scriptures. So now you can note down what are the topics dealt in Shastra Grantha. First one is Shishya Lakshana. Shishya Lakshana. Shishya, disciple. Lakshana means quality or characteristic. So, in this part, the characteristics of disciple will be discussed. Who is Adhikari? Who is the deserved person to receive this knowledge? That Adhikaritva has been expounded in this category. Number 2 is Guru Lakshana. The characteristics of Guru, teacher, will be given in this portion. Srotriya Brahmanista Guru. Shishya Lakshana Sadhana Chetustaya Sampanna Adhikari. All these terms we are going to discuss in this text. So who is the ideal disciple? Who is the ideal Guru given in this portion? In these two, first and second. Third one is Gurupasatti. Gurupasatti or Gurupasadan. This is called Vidhi. How disciple has to approach Guru, Sadguru, one who imparts the self-knowledge. So the method has been given how that disciple, Shishya, he has to approach Guru and what kind of humility, the nature should be there in him. Samitpaniyam. Samitpaniyam means it's holding the Samhita. We will see all these points in this Vivekachudamani. So, Shishya Lakshana, Guru Lakshana. Third one is Gurupa Sadhana or Gurupa Satti, approaching master to receive self-knowledge. The Vidhi has been given. Fourth point is Tvam Pada Vichara. You might have heard this Mahavakya, Tattvamasi. Tat means that. Tvam means you. Asi means are. Tattvamasi means that thou art. You are that Ishvara Swarupa, means you are that Brahma Swarupa. In this Mahavakya, Jiva Brahma Aikya has been pointed out. So, fourth point is Tvam Pada Vichara. Tvam means you. Here you means Jiva. Who is this Jiva? Who is individual being? How he has taken birth? What are the characteristics of Jiva? How he is going one body to another body? What are the factors are leading that Jiva to enter into the body? So all these points about Jiva will be discussed in this portion. Tvam Pada Vichara. And inner meaning of this one is, even though Jiva is having limitations, but in his core, inner, if we see, Jiva is none other than Brahma Swarupa. So here Tvam, indicative meaning is self only. Vakchartha and Lakshartha. These technical terms also will be discussed later. Tvam Pada Vichara. Vichara means inquiry. Inquiry into Tvam Pada. Next point is Tat Pada Vichara. Tat means that. That means Bhagwan. Ishvara Swarupa. Tatpada Vichara. Tatpada Vichara, inquiry into the Bhagavad Swarupa. Next point, sixth one, Virodha Parihara. Virodha Parihara means when student, disciple will be receiving knowledge from master, few doubts may arise in his mind. So here Virodha Parihara means removing the doubts. Virodha means one meaning is opposite. See, some places in scriptures when we will be studying, few statements will be there in contradictory the nature. At one place it will be saying something and another place may be saying opposite to that one. That time the disciple may be having the doubt, the scriptures only saying like this, one place at one place it is said like this, you have to do this one, and another place it is said you should not do that one, whether we should do it or not. What is the exact meaning of that? So in this portion all doubts will be removed. Earlier one, vichara means tatpada, tvam-pada, vichara, all these things are come under sravanam. Sravanam means listening. This virodha parihara comes under mananam, reflection. In this virodha parihara, all doubts will be cleared about himself, about Bhagwan, about this Jagat. Everything will be clear. Next one, seventh one is Sakshatkara Sadhana. Sakshatkara Sadhana. When that person is doing mananam, when he gets certain, what you call, certain level of understanding about that truth, intellectually he is convinced and he is having that conviction also, but in this portion, seventh point, Sakshatkara Sadhana means he will be meditating upon that truth what he earlier he heard from the Guru and Shastra. So this portion is explaining about meditation, dhyana. Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. These three terms you can remember. Sravanam. Sravanam means listening scriptures from the Guru. Mananam, reflecting upon the thoughts given in the scriptures received from the master. Mananam. Third one is Nididhyasanam, meditating upon those subtle thoughts. And finally, when he entered into that deep meditative mood, we cannot call it as mood also, deep meditative state, he will realize his own self. So 8th point is explaining about Jivan Mukta Lakshana. The characteristics of Jivan Mukta Purusha. Jivan Mukta means Jivan Eva Muktaha. While living, one who attained liberation is called Jivan Mukta Purusha. So in this 8th point, Jivan Mukta Lakshana has been expounded. So where we see all these topics. First one, Shishya Lakshana, the characteristics of disciple. Second one, Guru Lakshana, the characteristics, great qualities of master, Guru. Third point is Gurupa Sadhana or Gurupa Sati Vidhi, how disciple has to approach Guru. Fourth one is Twampada Lakshartha, Twampada Lakshana or Twampada Vicharana, inquiry into the nature of individual being. Next one is fifth one, Tatpada Vichara. Pada means word, but here we have to take inner meaning. What is the essence of that one? Inquiry into that Ishvara Swarupa. Next one is Virodha Parihara. Sixth one, Virodha Parihara, removing all contradictory kind of doubts, means contradictory kind of statements will be given. So thinking about them and clarifying all those doubts, getting more and more clarity. Next one is seventh one, Sakshatkara Sadhana. Sakshatkara. Sakshatkara means direct experience of the truth. It is possible by meditation. Eighth one is after realizing that master, he is none other than Brahma Swarupa. So that Jivan Mukta Lakshanas given in this portion. So generally Shastra will be dealing with all these topics. This Vivekachudamani, even though it is Prakarana Grantha, but almost all these points covered in this text by Pujya Adi Shankaracharya. Yesterday we have seen first sloka once again. We will chant this sloka, then we will move to second sloka. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tama Gocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. True reading at the lotus feet of Sadguru, one who imparts self-knowledge. Govindam Paramanandam, as yesterday said, Govinda Padacharyaji is Guru of Adi Shankaracharyaji, and Govinda is indicative, meaning we can take Sakshat Bhagwan, Bhagavad Swarupa. Govindam Paramanandam, Parama Anandam, whose nature is blissful, bliss. To that Guru, saluting, I am prostrating. In the first line it is said, Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam. We can realize the real nature, true nature of Sadguru by the essence of Vedanta, by the essence of Upanishads. Tam means to that Guru. Namami aham pranatosmyaham. Agocharam. Agocharam means one who cannot be perceived by sense organs, beyond our instruments, body, mind and intellect. This is called Mangalacharana Sloka. See, whenever we start any work, first we will invoke God's and Guru Parampara's blessings. Even in our day-to-day life also, whatever work we will undertake, for successful completion of that work, first we will do prayer. We will offer flowers and fruits at the feet of Bhagwan. Yes. So, while writing this text also, Mahatmas, first they will write Mangalacharana Sloka. Mangala Acharana Sloka. Very auspicious beginning. This Mangalacharana Sloka also will be in the form of Ishta Devata Namaskara Purvaka Mangalacharana. Ishta Devata means favorite god. That author will be remembering his favorite god and doing pranam to his favorite god, and he will be starting the text. This is called Ishta Devata Namaskara Purvaka Mangalacharana. And another one is Vastu Nirdeshatmaka Mangalacharanam. Vastu Nirdeshatmaka Mangalacharanam. Vastu means, in general terms, we use this Vastu as object. But here, Vastu means Vasati iti Vastu. That which remains forever is called Vastu. That is truth. So Vastu means truth, Satyam. Vastu Nirdeshaka. Nirdeshaka means that which is indicating. Vastu Nirdeshatmaka Mangalacharana. The auspicious beginning of indicative of truth. Indication of truth. Means, in this kind of Mangalacharana, that author of the text, that Mahatma, will be writing that sloka, that which is indicating what is the supreme reality, what is that supreme truth. This is called Vastu Nirdeshatmaka Mangalacharana. And third kind of Mangalacharana is Ashirvada Purvaka Mangalacharana. Ashirvada Purvaka Mangalacharana. That Mahatma will be blessing those who are going to study that text, invoking Bhagwan's grace and blessing others. So that is called Ashirvada Purvaka Mangalacharana. Benedictory kind of auspicious beginning. In this sloka, now you can understand what kind of Mangalacharana has been given. So here Adi Shankaracharya ji is remembering his Sadguru. Here Ishta Devata Namaskara Purvaka means we have to take favorite god and Guru also. Guru is equal to Bhagwan. So Adi Shankaracharya ji is remembering Bhagwan and Guru, and Vastu Nirdeshatmakam also is given here, because here Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam, Agocharam, these words are in fact indicating that supreme truth. With this auspicious beginning of this Mangalacharana, Vivekachudamani has been started. So Vivekachudamani means crest jewel of discrimination. Viveka. Viveka means the power of separation, the power of discrimination. Spiritual seeker, he has to have discriminative power to understand what is the self and what is not self. Atma and Anatma Viveka. This is Chudamani, crest jewel. This is real Abhushana for spiritual seekers. It is said in one sloka, means all ornaments, when person will be wearing ornaments, he looks very bright. Whenever that Amma, lady, she is wearing ornaments, looks so beautiful. Yes, it's true. But real ornaments are not made up of metals. In one sloka it is said, Hastasya Bhushanam Danam. What is the ornament of hands? Not bangles. They said Danam. Danam means giving charity. So that is real ornament of our hands. Bhagavan has given hands not only to take and eat, enjoy. We have to do puja. We have to do charity. We have to give to others. So hastasya bhushanam dana. Satyam kantasya bhushanam. Wearing one beautiful necklace, it may give its joy to us and looking nice, but a real ornament of our kanta is, of our neck, is satyam, speaking truth, uttering truth, is real bhushana, real abhushana, real ornament. Srotrasya bhushanam shastram. Srotra means ear. Srotrasya bhushanam, the ornament of ears, not as earrings. Here it is said, Srotrasya bhushanam shastram. Shastram means listening scriptures is a real ornament of our ears. So we are blessed if we are having these ornaments with us. Nice, no? Danam, Satyam, Shastra, Sravanam. At the end it is said, Bhushanaihi kim prayojanam. What is the use of ordinary kind of other ornaments? Kim prayojanam. They give temporary happiness only. So these are the real ornaments. In the same way here, Vivekachudamani, Chudamani, crust jewel, that which is studded in the crown, is a real ornament for all of us, for all spiritual seekers. Second sloka. In this second sloka, the glory of human life, the glory of spiritual life, the glory of human birth, expounded very beautifully. Among 84 lakh species, the rarest birth is human birth. Jentunam narajanma durlabhamata pumsvam tato viprata. Jentunam narajanma durlabhamata pumsvam tato viprata. Tasmad vaidika dharma marga parata vidvatvamasmat param. Tasmad vaidika dharma marga parata vidvatvamasmat param. Atmanatma vivechanam svanubhavo brahmatmana samstitihi. Atmanatma vivechanam svanubhavo brahmatmana samstitihi. Muktirno shata janma koti sukrutai punyair vina labhyate. Muktirno shata janma koti sukrutai punyair vina labhyate. Jentunam narajanma durlabha. Jentunam, of all kind of living creatures, Nara Janma, human birth, Dullabha, very rare. So we are blessed. We have born as human beings after so many crores of lives. In the process of evolution, we have reached here. After taking this birth also, more rare things to be seen in human beings, great qualities given here, the list. Pumstvam, atah pumstvam, tato viprata. Ataha, even having taken human birth, having masculine qualities is very rare. Pumstvam. Here we have to take inner meaning, because generally People will be thinking all these what you call Vedantic thoughts are suitable to only men, Purusha, and they only have to study the scriptures, they have to study Vedas, and they only can understand Vedanta, they can follow. People will be saying like that. But in fact, we have to see inner meaning of this word. Having masculine qualities is most important, not having the form of that person. So why here it is this term used? Because to realize the self, we should have certain amount of discriminative power, decisiveness, detachment. All these qualities are required. In general, it is said ladies will be having the qualities of being sensitive, being so emotional, and what you call will be having too much attachments. But we have to understand, as mother, when she will be having these qualities, then only she can show that kind of love towards everyone. But here, one more point we have to understand. If balance is not there, then all those things will lead to sometimes sorrow and confusion and stress. So here we have to understand Pumstvam means having masculine qualities, means one who can maintain equilibrium. Wherever it is required, there we have to express emotions, sentiments, and feelings. Where it is required to have complete detachment, there we should be very firm. We should disconnect with everything to achieve higher thing. That decisiveness, that determination should be there. And when that person is ready to enter into the new fields of thinking, he should not have any kind of fear, because when person wants to realize his own self, he has to give up identification with his body, mind, and intellect. The unknown realm will be there in front of him. With a lot of courage, he has to enter into that one. He should not have trace of fear in his mind. So here it is not said only men can realize the truth. That is not the meaning. Here those who are having certain kind of qualities, those qualities will be very helpful for the seeker to walk into this path of spirituality. So having taken birth as a human being, he has to develop certain kind of qualities to realize the self. In fact, in this world we are seeing few people will be there, even though they are in the form of men, but they will be always weeping and crying, and they will be saying we can't do anything, like that, having so many attachments, etc. And no, not like that. Whatever happen, let it happen. I will do what I want to do, if that is correct. So these kind of qualities, the decisiveness, firmness, detachment, these are required. Tato viprata, not only that one. Viprata means here also few people will misunderstand. Those who have taken birth in Brahmin family, they only consider as Vipras. Okay, that is general meaning, but here also we have to take inner meaning. Viprata means those who are having sattvic qualities. They are called Vipras. Shanti, Danti, peaceful in nature, self-control, control of the sense organs, control of the mind, and those who are very keen to self-study, Svadhyaya, and those who are having divine qualities, sattvic qualities, they are called Vipras, peaceful and cheerful. purity of the mind. These kind of qualities, those who are having, they may born in any caste, they may belong to any creed, but they are eligible, fit students, deserve students to walk into the path of knowledge, spirituality. Jintūnām nara janma dullabhamata pumskam tato viprata tasmād vaidika dharma marga parata. Tasmād, even those who are having all these qualities also, very rare people will be having inclination to walk into the path of righteousness. Here, Vaidika Dharma Marga Parata means those who will be having interest to know about the scriptural knowledge. Those who will be will be having interest and will be having qualities to enter into this Vaidika Marga. Vaidika Dharma Marga Parataha. It's very rarest quality, we can say. Generally, people will be having interest in worldly kind of things. They may be having all masculine qualities and they may be having sattvic qualities also, but they may not be having interest to get self-knowledge. So very rare people only can have this kind of qualities. Tomorrow we will discuss more of all these things, because very important points given in this sloka. Vidvatvam asmat param. Vidvattata. Vidvattata means having knowledge, having discriminative power. Vidvattata. This is also very rare. Asmat param. Here we have to take step by step. It's one who is growing in the process of the evolution of human being. Here it is said clearly. In terms of our Pujya Gurudev, in his commentary said, person, how he will be evolving, improving himself. It is said, from the stone standpoint, if we see, in the stone, we cannot see life. Stone doesn't have awareness. Comparing with the stone, plants, they are having awareness and we can see life in them. Comparing with the plants, animals and birds, they are more evolved. They will be having emotions, feelings, etc. Awareness of consciousness can be seen clearly in them. Comparing with animals and birds, human being is more and more evolved and he is having subtle equipments, mind and intellect also. He can think, he can speak, he can realize the truth also. And here in human beings also, again we can see the categories. Few people will be like stones only. We'll be saying sometimes as a stone-hearted person, he can't understand anything. If they will be listening wonderful, what you call melodious music, etc., other people will be reveling in that. This person will be just looking, stating like that, not having any kind of emotion, like stone-hearted. People will be saying. And some people are like plants, stavara. And some people, they are like animals. People will be comparing also. You are like buffalo, you are like donkey. Few people are like animals. And sometimes people will be having cruel kind of nature. At that time also will be saying, is are you human being or a pashu? Are you animals? You are behaving like animals. Here it is said, evolved person is man. Not stone man, not plant man, not animal man, man. Those who are having human qualities in full. He's called man. And that man, those who are having good qualities, if he will strive to realize his divinity, put forth effort, if he will be succeeded in his endeavor, when he realizes his true nature, he is called God man. then afterwards we cannot even use the word man. As long as that Mahatma will be living on this earth, we call as God man, equal to God, but in fact he is Sakshat Brahmaswarupa. See, all of us, we have to introspect ourselves where we are and how much we have to evolve. Tomorrow we will see 2 more lines are there in this sloka. We will discuss tomorrow. So today we have seen what is the meaning of Prakarana Grantha and what is the Shastra Grantha, what are the topics will be covered in Shastra Grantha, and this Prakarana Grantha is a category, book of category. Few topics will be taken from the Shastra generally, and afterwards we have seen about Mangalacharana Sloka, the first sloka of this Vivekachudamani, translating at the lotus feet of Sadguru, one who is none other than Brahma Swarupa, one who will be realized, seen through the essence of Upanishads, and one who is not perceived by the sense organs. And in this second sloka, now we are discussing the evolution process of human life and what is the rarest kind of quality all of us we are having, and those who are blessed people only can develop wonderful qualities and they can realize the truth. Let us chant Bhagwan's name. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, 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 Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. बोलिए श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु, ओम असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। हरिः ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। వివేకచూడామణి అన్నటువంటిది ఒక ప్రకరణ గ్రంథం. పూజ్య ఆది శంకరాచార్యుల వారి చేత రాయబడినటువంటిది. శాస్త్రంలో ఉన్నటువంటి ఒకటి లేదా ఒకటి కంటే ఎక్కువ అంశాలని తీసుకొని ఆ అంశాలను గురించి వివరించేటువంటి దాన్ని ప్రకరణ గ్రంథం అంటారు. ఈ ప్రకరణ గ్రంథంలో వచ్చేసి శాస్త్రంలో చెప్పబడినటువంటి సాంకేతిక పదాలకి సంబంధించినటువంటి వివరణ కూడా ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుందన్నమాట. ఈ వివేక చూడమని అన్నటువంటిది ప్రకరణ గ్రంథమే అయి ఉన్నప్పటికీ ఇందులో దాదాపుగా శాస్త్ర విషయాలన్నీ కూడా చెప్పడం జరిగిందనమాట. శాస్త్రంలో ఏ విషయాలు చెప్పున్నారు అని అంటే శిష్య లక్షణాలను గురించి, గురువు యొక్క లక్షణాలను గురించి, గురువు గారి దగ్గరికి ఏ విధంగా వెళ్ళాలి, ఆయన్ని ఏ విధంగా ప్రార్థించాలి, ఏ విధమైన ప్రశ్నల్ని అడగాలి అన్నటువంటి అంశం గురించి, తరువాత తత్వమసి మహావాక్యంలోని త్వంపద తత్పద విషయాల గురించి వివరణ గురించి, తర్వాత వచ్చేసి శాస్త్ర విషయాలను వింటూ ఉన్నప్పుడు కొన్ని సందేహాలు అన్నటువంటివి కలుగుతూ ఉంటాయి. ఆ సందేహాలన్నీ తీర్చేటువంటిది కూడా ఆ విభాగం కూడా ఈ శాస్త్రంలో వస్తుందన్నమాట. అది వచ్చేసి విరోధ పరిహారం అని అంటారు. దీని తర్వాత వచ్చేసి గురువు గారి నుంచి విన్నటువంటివన్నీ మననం చేస్తూ ఉంటూ ఆ మననం చేసేటప్పుడు వచ్చే సందేహాలన్నీ తీరిపోయినప్పుడు సంపూర్ణమైనటువంటి స్పష్టత కలిగినప్పుడు ఆ సాధకుడు ఆ విన్నటువంటి విషయాలను గురించి ధ్యానించడం జరుగుతుంది. నిధిధ్యాసన, శ్రవణ మనన నిధిధ్యాసనం. ఈ ధ్యానం చేస్తూ ఉన్నప్పుడు అందులో నిష్టని పొందినప్పుడు తన యొక్క స్వస్వరూపాన్ని తెలుసుకోవడం జరుగుతుంది. కాబట్టి ఆ స్వస్వరూప స్థితిని పొందినటువంటి వాళ్ళని జీవన్ముక్త పురుషుడు అని అంటారు. జీవన్ముక్త పురుష లక్షణాలను గురించి కూడా 8వ అంశము ఈ శాస్త్రంలో చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది అన్నమాట. ఈ శాస్త్రంలో చెప్పినటువంటి ఈ అంశాలన్నింటిలో కొన్ని ప్రకరణ గ్రంథాల్లో ఏంటంటే కొన్ని అంశాలు మాత్రమే తీసుకొని ఇంకా వివరంగా చెప్పడం జరుగుతుంది. ప్రకరణ గ్రంథాలు అన్నటువంటివి వేదాలు ఉపనిషత్తులు కాదు, వాటిలో భాగం కాదు, మహాత్ములు రాసినటువంటి స్వతంత్రమైనటువంటి గ్రంథాలు అని చెప్తారనమాట. తరువాత వచ్చేసి ఈ వివేక చూడామణిలో ఉన్నటువంటి మొదటి శ్లోకం గురించి చెప్పుకున్నాము. మొదటి శ్లోకం మంగళాచరణ శ్లోకం అంటారు. ఇష్ట దైవాన్ని గురించి కానీ, గురువుని గురించి కానీ, లేకపోతే సత్య స్వరూపాన్ని గురించి తెలియజెప్పేటువంటి విధంగా లేదా ఆశీర్వాదపూర్వకంగా మంగళాచరణం ఉంటుందని చెప్పుకుని ఉన్నాము. ఈ మొదటి శ్లోకంలో ఆది శంకరాచార్యుల వారు ఆయన గురువు గారైనటువంటి గోవింద పాదాచార్యుల వారి పాదపద్మములకి నమస్కరిస్తూ సర్వ వేదాంతంలో ఉన్నటువంటి సిద్ధాంతముల సారభూతమై ఉన్నటువంటి వారు, అంటే దాని ద్వారా తెలుసుకోబడేటువంటి వారు, కేవలం ఇంద్రియాల ద్వారా గోచరం అయ్యేటువంటి వారు కానటువంటి వారు, అంటే ఇంద్రియాతీతమైనటువంటి పరబ్రహ్మ స్వరూపులైనటువంటి పరమ ఆనంద స్థితిని పొంది ఉన్నటువంటి గురువు గారికి నమస్కారం అని చెప్తున్నారు. ఈ 2వ శ్లోకంలో అతి దుర్లభమైనటువంటి మానవ జన్మని గురించి, దుర్లభమైన మానవ జన్మ పొందిన తర్వాత మోక్ష స్థితిని పొందే వరకు ఉన్నటువంటి ఆ సాధనలో ఒక్కొక్క వ్యక్తి తన ఉన్నతమైనటువంటి స్థితిని పొందటానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తూ ఏ విధమైనటువంటి గొప్ప లక్షణాలని కలిగి ఉంటారు, ఏ లక్షణాలని కలిగి ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు, అంటే దుర్లభమైన లక్షణాలని కలిగి ఉన్నటువంటి వారు బ్రహ్మస్వరూప స్థితిని పొందుతారు అన్నటువంటిది ఈ శ్లోకంలో చెప్పడం జరిగింది. జంతువునాం నరజన్మ దుర్లభం. కోటాను కోట్ల జీవరాశుల్లో 84 లక్షల జాతులతో కూడి ఉన్నటువంటి వాటిల్లో దుర్లభమైనటువంటిది మానవ జన్మ. మానవ జన్మ పొందిన వారందరూ కూడా మోక్షాన్ని పొందగలరా అంటే ఉన్నతమైన పరిపక్వ స్థితిని, ఈ పదం చాలా ముఖ్యం, పరిపక్వ స్థితిని పొందిన వారే మోక్షాన్ని పొందగలుగుతారు. ఆ పరిపక్వ స్థితి పొందడం ఎలాగూ, ఏ లక్షణాలు ఉండాలంటే ఒక్కొక్కటి చెప్పుకుంటూ వస్తున్నారు. పుంస్త్వం అన్నారు. అంటే ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసి ప్రాపంచికమైన విషయాల పట్ల అమితమైనటువంటి ఆసక్తి లేకుండా, మనసు ప్రతిదానికి చంచలం కాకుండా, నిశ్చయమైన భావాన్ని కలిగి ఉండి, దేటితో కూడా తాదాత్మ్యతని చెందకుండా, లక్ష్యం మీద సంపూర్ణమైనటువంటి దృష్టిని పెట్టగలిగినటువంటి వారు, ధైర్య సాహసాలు కలిగినటువంటి వాళ్ళు, ఇవన్నీ కూడా పుంస్త్వ లక్షణాలుగా చెప్పబడినాయి. వాళ్ళు స్త్రీలైనా కావచ్చు, పురుషులైనా కావచ్చు, ఎవరిలో అయితే ఈ ఉన్నతమైన లక్షణాలు గుణాలు ఉంటాయో వాళ్ళు మోక్షాన్ని పొందగలుగుతారు. ఇటువంటి లక్షణాలు చాలా అరుదుగా ఉంటాయి అని చెప్తున్నారు. తర్వాత వచ్చేసి ఎవరైతే విప్ర లక్షణాలను కలిగి ఉంటారో, విప్ర లక్షణాలు అంటే సాత్వికమైన లక్షణాలు అన్నమాట. ఇంద్రియ నిగ్రహం, మనోనిగ్రహం, క్షమాగుణము, ఎప్పుడు కూడా మనసు ప్రసన్నంగా ఉండటము, శాంత స్వభావాన్ని కలిగి ఉండటము, దేన్నైనా అర్థం చేసుకునేటువంటి శక్తిని కలిగి ఉండటము, ఈ విధమైన సాత్విక భావాలు, సాత్విక లక్షణాలు కలిగి ఉన్నటువంటి వారు మోక్షాన్ని పొందటానికి అర్హులు. అంటే ఇక్కడ కూడా ఏంటంటే వాటిలో కూడా ఒక్కొక్క స్టెప్ అన్నమాట. ఇవి కలిగి ఉన్న వాటిల్లో కూడా ఇంకా దుర్లభమైంది ఇది, ఇంకా దుర్లభమైంది ఇది అని చెప్తున్నారంటే ఒక్కొక్క స్టెప్ ముందుకి వెళ్తూ ఉండడము దీని ద్వారా తెలియపరుస్తూ ఉన్నారనమాట. ఇందులో కూడా తస్మాత్ వైదిక ధర్మ మార్గపరత అంటే మానవుడిగా ఉన్న ఉన్నత లక్షణాలు కలిగి ఉన్న వాళ్ళల్లో కూడా మోక్షం పొందాలి, ఈ వైదిక మార్గంలో నడవాలి అనుకునేటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఇంకా అరుదుగా ఉంటారు. ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారండి, ఎంతమంది మన వేదాంతం వినడానికి సుముఖంగా ఉంటారు చెప్పండి. బాబోయ్ ఏదో వేదాంతం అంటే చాలా కష్టమండి అర్థం చేసుకోవడం అనే వాళ్ళు ఎక్కువ మంది ఉంటారు కదా. ఆసక్తి చూపే వాళ్ళు ఎంతమంది ఉంటారు. ఇదే ఒక 45 నిమిషాలు గంట సేపు వేరే ఏమన్నా సీరియల్ సినిమాలో చూడమంటే ఎంత ఆనందంగా చూసేస్తూ ఉంటారు. కానీ వాటి వల్ల ఏది సంపూర్ణమైన ప్రయోజనం, శాశ్వత ప్రయోజనం లేదు. సో ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసి చాలా దుర్లభమైన వాళ్ళు మాత్రమే ఈ జిజ్ఞాసని కలిగి ఉంటారు అని చెప్పున్నారనమాట. విద్వత్వం అస్మాత్ పరం, అందులో కూడా విద్వత్తత అంశాలని అర్థం చేసుకునేటువంటి శక్తి, డిస్క్రిమినేటివ్ పవర్ అంట, విచక్షణ జ్ఞానాన్ని కలిగి ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు, జ్ఞానవంతులై ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు చాలా అరుదుగా ఉంటారు అని చెప్పుకున్నారు. మిగతా అంశాల గురించి రేపటి రోజున చెప్పుకున్నాం. ఇప్పుడు అందరూ హ్యాపీ కదా. 45 నిమిషాల్లో చెప్పినా, 4-5 నిమిషాల్లో చెప్పినా జ్ఞానం జ్ఞానం. ఓకే. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. హరి ఓం. శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం. We will meet tomorrow.